Whoa, I got some breaking news. So, you can believe me? Yo, for those of y'all who in the building that just be watching and y'all be screen recording and posting on Twitter, you could believe this? You could not believe this. But trust me, when I tell you that I know people, I know some good people. What Floyd said, I know some good people with some good places. Now, check this out. There's a representative. I'm not going to say where he's from, but he is associated with the fight that is going on between Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis. Now, from what I've been, because I've been trying to get this information all day. Yo, pay attention, bro. So this is a message that I just received at this very hour and at this very 1 minute ago. I'm going to read it to you. I heard some shit from someone at blank. This is exactly what he said, and I know exactly who he's talking about, but I won't speak on it. I'm not going to speak on it. Jaron Ennis was 150. Y'all don't have to believe me. Boots is 158 pounds today. I believe that because Boots has been going around saying that he is already on weight. And what that means is, no, he's not exactly 154 pounds, but he's very close. So they said Boots is 158 pounds today. He looks good, according to this representative. The one having a little trouble is Xander. We miscalculated his weight loss a little. That person went on to say he wouldn't tell me what Xander weighed. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Now, y'all can take that clip and post that wherever y'all want, but I'm telling you on everything I love, bro. I would never lie to the nation. I would never lie. I would just shut the fuck up before I said anything. But I can't lie. I would never lie to the nation, bro. I would just keep shit to myself before I go ahead and spill a lie. So let's speak some logical sense here, right? And just for one, I don't wish Xander to miss weight or have a bad weight cut. None of that. I would never do that. I want everybody to be on weight. I want everybody to be 100%. I want everybody to give the best performance possible on June 27th. But I've been telling y'all since the very beginning. I was about to speak on Abdullah Mason, but I just got words. So this is God telling me that you need to speak on this now. All this other shit can wait. So let's speak some shit logically, right? I want Xander to be 100%. I want him to be in the best position possible. You know what I mean? I want him to have the best approach possible to give Boots the toughest fight of his career. I feel like they both need that in order to develop, in order to grow. But I told y'all from the very beginning, before Boots said that Xander is having a fat camp, before all of that, if y'all go back to my videos and you go look at my shorts and you see that one video that I have where I'm talking about Xander Zayas being very heavy in the lead up to the fight, I told y'all that this is not going to be a healthy weight cut. I showed y'all guys Xander Zayas physique, pause. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, bro, this isn't a fat dude. This not no out of shape guy. This guy just fought in January against Abbas Barao, right? So with that being known, he hasn't had much time to get fat and eat and be out of the gym. No, this is a big kid that body is maturing relatively quickly. We got to take into consideration in the 7 years that he's been professional, he's moved up 3 weight classes. This is not a small kid, man, whatsoever. Right? And when we're looking at his physique, I've been in the game a long time. I know when fighters are in shape. I know when fighters are out of shape. I know when they're having a good weight cut. I know when they're having a bad weight cut. And when you looked at Xander Zayas, he didn't have much fat on his body at all. He didn't have much fat on his body at all. So what I see is muscle. I see his body maturing. I see him growing as he's getting older. So, yeah, he might have been 180. He might have been 190. But one thing I do know is that he's not a fat 190. He's not an out-of-shape 190. He's not a fat 180. He's not an out-of-shape one. He's not a fat 180. He's not an out-of-shape 180. This is a kid who carries weight very well. And this is somebody who looked like he was suffering from the effects of his weight loss in the Abbas Barau fight. So as time is going on, his body's only growing even more. They say that your body don't stop growing as a man until you're 25 years old. They say that you can stop hitting, you can still be hitting puberty at between 21 to 25 years old. Right? And Xander Zayas has been contemplating a move up at 160 since his first Jorge Garcia Perez fight. And I'm not praying for this man to miss weight or none of that. But I've been telling y'all, this dude is muscle, no fat, doesn't look like he has an obscene amount of water in his system. For him to lose this weight, it looks like, I don't know, maybe or unless he's just a fucking genetic freak of some sort, he's going to have to cut into his muscle to make the weight. And when fighters do that, they leave a significant amount of fight in the gym. And we've seen what happened to fighters when they did that. Example, Roy Jones Jr. Went up to heavyweight, boiled back down to light heavyweight, got knocked out cold by Antonio Tarver, got knocked out cold against Glenn Johnson. Like we seen the effects of people cutting into Chad Dawson versus Andre Ward. I think he performed the way he did for the most part, not only because Andre Ward was the better fighter, but because he went down to a weight class he had no fucking business being in. But regardless, I just got word for those of y'all who just stepped into the building, there's 40 people. So I know somebody's going to be recording me or somebody's going to be posting this shit on social media. Salute to you, brother. I'm not going to take your video down. I appreciate oh man, I just keep getting the news keeps rolling in, y'all. The news keeps rolling in. So for those of y'all who just came into the building and are watching live and are not rewinding, I had just got word from, I'ma say, a very reputable person that is involved in this fight between Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis. No, they're not from Philly. No, they're not a part of Boots' team. So I know for a fact that this is coming from a genuine point of view, an unbiased point of view. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, wishing on anybody's downfall. This is somebody who is actively involved in the promotion and is just calling it straight down the middle. And they're not involved with Jaron Ennis whatsoever. So I'm going to read it again. And watch, everybody's going to take this and they going, you know what I'm saying? They ain't going to give me no credit. They go with their bigger channels and they going, nigga, you heard what I told you. But let me go ahead and read this. I'm going to read this verbatim to y'all, but it's not going to be verbatim because I'm going to leave out certain things to protect their identity. I heard some shit from someone at blank. I'm not going to say where they from because it might expose who they are. This is exactly what he said. Boots, Jaron Ennis, is 158 pounds today. He looks good. That falls in line with what Boots is saying because, like I said, he's been going around saying that he's already on weight. Doesn't mean that he's necessarily 154, but he is where he needs to be. By the time the weigh-in comes around, his weight will be good. It's only 4 pounds away. 4 pounds away, and today is Wednesday, and you 2 days away from a fight. That's 2 pounds a day. That'll fall off. Especially when you're new to the weight, it'll fall off. However, the one having a little trouble is Xander. Just like I told y'all, man. We miscalculated his weight a little. He wouldn't tell me what Xander weighs. Now, this is a fucking huge issue because if he's saying that Boots is 158 and his weight is good, and Xander's weight is miscalculated and it's not good, and he refused to say how much he weighed, I think it's safe to say that it is significantly over 158 pounds. That's what logic tells me. If 158 is a good weight to be at 2 days before the fight, and you refuse to disclose Xander's weight, and you said you miscalculated a little, I'm thinking that he may be still in the mid-60s. Bad fucking business right there. Terrible place to be. I hope you did not miscalculate that much. They also went on to say, he said he thinks Xander overstayed his time at 154. They also said he is waiting to get a haircut and trim his mustache because he looks sunken in, allegedly. What y'all thinking, y'all? Talk to me, man. What y'all thinking? Talk to me, man. And Boots is at a good weight at 158. And Xander miscalculated and refused to disclose his weight, he may be significantly higher than 158 pounds, and you're 48 hours away from the weigh-ins. Less than 48 hours away. Bad fucking John. What that nigga Junkyard Dog be saying? Terrible John. That's horrific, nigga. There's no way. So if 158 is a good weight, I'm thinking, and I hope I'm wrong, that Xander's in the mid-60s right now. If you're, but I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If Xander Zayas is in the mid-60s right now, and he has to cut 11 pounds in fucking 2 days, this might be an early night, y'all. There's no way. There's no way that you could convince me, as somebody who's been in boxing the years that I've been in boxing, bro, I don't know how many training camps I've been in. Low level, like local level, mid level. I done fucking did training camps, and I've been a part of world-class training camps. Alexander Vosdick, fucking Ryosho Murata. Was that Ryoto Murata? I done been a part of several Jaron Ennis camps. Bro, there's no way you could convince me that a nigga is going to cut 11 pounds. I don't know. He refuses to say the weight. So that's a concern right there in itself. If you're okay with disclosing Jaron Ennis's weight, but you're not concerned. Wait, if you're not concerned with discussing Jaron Ennis's weight, but you're concerned speaking on Xander's, that lets me know that he's a lot higher than what Boots is right now. And the fact that you are waiting, if you are waiting to cut your hair because you don't want to give people this notion that you are sunken in, there's some insecurity there. There's some attempting to avoid criticism. That's what I'm going to say. So, not so good news. There's no way that anybody in boxing right now, and I got no reason to lie on Xander. I'm getting these messages. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want Xander to miss weight. I want him to be on point. I want him to have his best performance. I want him to give Boots the toughest fight possible because that's going to create a great fight. What? I heard Bro, there's no way he's 28 pounds over. If he's 28 pounds over, this fight is going to get canceled. There's no way. You're not 28 pounds over 2 days before the fight. That's like, nigga, you're going to the hospital. There's no way. That's impossible. There's no way that he's that high. Nigga, you know what 28 pounds is? No, there's no way he's in the high 80s 2 days before the fight. That is the dumbest shit in the world. Mixed martial artists don't even do that, and they weight cuts be insane. If he's 28 pounds over right now, and he's 2 days away from the fight, and he cuts all that weight out, bro, he's getting knocked out early. early. But what I'm telling y'all is, nigga, I'm giving him some leverage. I'm giving him some leeway. The fact that there's somebody very reputable, very close to this fight and refuses to disclose, he will not say Xander's weight, that lets me know that he's at a weight he has no business being at.